Good morning, everyone. My name is Chelsea with Down Memory Lane. Hello there. I am hopping on this morning to create some beautiful layouts with you using our printables. We are on July, which means we have put together half of our series of January through December layouts. So we are going to put together one of our sets from the July set, and then we're also going to do a little bit of June as well. So let's take a peek at what we're doing today. Today we are using our printables for July. When you purchase the printable set, you're going to get files to print all of these items. You're going to be able to do 2 sets of ephemera with 2 layout instructions, and you will be able to print these as many times as you would like. So if you want to make a couple different layouts with them, you can buy them once, $7.99. You get all of the files for all of these pieces, and then you just cut them out and put them together. So today we're going to be using this set of printables right here. This is one of ours. This is half of what you will get when you purchase the July set. So we're going to use this to hand cut and put this together. Now, when you purchase the printable set, you are going to be able to have 3 options for cutting, and all 3 of them are included in the $7.99. So the very first option is hand cutting. So you'll get a PDF file that you can pull up, print out, and hand cut. That is one option. But if you do not want a hand cut, we also will include the options to use your Silhouette or your Cricut machine to have them print and cut them for you. Either way, you'll have all of those available to you. All of them will be available to you when you purchase it for $7.99. You'll get both sets of ephemera sheets that you can print any way you want and cut them out. And then you will also get information sheets for each one of those ephemera set that you can use to put together your layouts. So you'll get a full color photo just like this. So this is the layout we're going to be making today. You'll get instructions for what to pull out of your stash. So I have already gone into my stash and pulled these items out. You do not have to match those colors exactly. We just give you kind of some guides for what to do, what to pull out when you're shopping your stash. So go through your stash, those pieces of paper. You'll have 12 by 12s, but you'll also have smaller pieces so you can use some of your scraps up. Use those things that you have already spent your hard-earned money on and create beautiful things with it. You'll also get instructions for how to cut those pieces. So we'll tell you what colors and how much you need, and then we're going to tell you exactly how to cut them to use them on your layouts. On the bottom here, there's a little bit of information for which set to use. If you're using the Cricut, we also give you some information on what to size those pieces when you pull them into your design space. So all of this is super awesome information for you, and all of it is for $7.99. That is all included, including this second set as well. So $7.99 for all of it, and then you get to print those as many times as you want. So I'm going to be taking this set right here. I have already printed this out on our printer here. I use 65-pound white cardstock, so it's a little bit, you can hear, it's a little bit more heavy duty than regular printer paper, but goes through the printer really, really nicely. So I'm going to hand cut these for you this morning so you can see how quick and easy it is. I am using my handy dandy little cutter bee scissors. These are my favorite scissors to use when I'm scrapping, but you don't have to have any special equipment. Whatever scissors you use when you normally scrap are perfectly fine. So if they're comfortable for you to hold and use, they are perfect for the hand cutting. So again, if you do not want to hand cut, let's say you're like, you know what, I don't want to hand cut, that's what I have a machine for. You absolutely can print and cut these using your machine. So we will include the files to use on your Silhouette machine and in your Cricut design space included in the $7.99. So you will have all of those cutting options available to you when you purchase. You'll have the hand cutting, the Silhouette machine, and you will also have, or the Silhouette files, and you will also have the Cricut files. So once you print them out, you can just take, if you're hand cutting, you just cut along the edges Very, very easy. You'll see how quick and easy this is going to come together. I think our record here, or our I shouldn't say our record, but our average time for putting a full layout together, including cutting all of the pieces, has been about 15 minutes. So it's super fast, very, very easy, and it's going to turn out so cute. So if you are interested in looking at our printables, what we have available, we have January through December available right now. You might be wondering why we are doing July today, since we are in February. And that's because we're going through all of our sets. Every morning, we're hopping on and doing a live video showing you how to use the printables, how simple and easy it is. And it's always fun to see it in action and what it looks like on paper. So we have done half of our printables together. We have done half of them. We're already in July, which is just crazy to me. But they are coming together beautifully. So when you decide to check out our printables, you're going to go right here to downmemorylanebox.com. That is the website where we are housing our printables. You will not find them on the app or on our regular kit shopping site. These are housed in a different place because they are a different type of product. So you're going to head there. If you are already a box subscriber, you do not have to set up a new account. You can just sign up with your box subscription information. But if you have not been to that website yet, you'll need to set up an account and make sure you use an email that you are going to check, okay? That's very important because that is how you will have access to these files. So sign up, set up your account, use an email you're going to check. We're not going to spam you with email. That's just how you're going to receive your files. So you're going to go in there into log in, or set up your account and log in. And then there is a Printables tab at the top. So you can click the Printables tab if you're on your PC or computer. If you are on your mobile phone, there's a little drop-down box at the top, like 3 little lines. You can click that drop-down box and then click the Printables section in there. So you will head over to the printables. You're going to see all of our available printables. We have January through December available right now. Each one of them is $7.99, and that will get you all of the files for that month. So that includes both sets of ephemera, both sets of instruction sheets, and all of the different ways that you can have these printed and cut. So it'll have a PDF file included for you to print and hand cut like I'm doing right now. You will have a silhouette file. So if you have a silhouette machine, or if you get one down the road, you can print and cut those on your silhouette machine. And if you have a Cricut, or you happen to get a Cricut later on, you will have the PNG files that you can pull into your Cricut design space and have your Cricut print and cut them as well. So 3 different ways to print and cut. Just depends on how you want to do it, but all of those ways are included in that $7.99 for both sets of ephemera. And you are also going to get both sets of instruction sheets with those color photos, those lists to shop your stash, and then all of the cutting instructions for the paper as well. So all of that comes for $7.99. And if that's not enough of a steal of a deal, that includes all of those files that you can print as many times as you want. So lots of people do layouts for multiple kids. Maybe you've got multiple kids you're doing layouts for. You have multiple grandkids. Maybe you have a lot of 4th of July pictures and you want to scrap them all. You do not have to buy multiple sets. You can buy one for $7.99, which is an amazing price in the first place. But you're going to buy one for $7.99, and then you can print this as many times as you want and create as many layouts as you want. Because all you need to do is have some printer paper to print it out on. Go ahead and print it. You can cut it by hand or with your machine, however you want to do it. and you just use the items you have in your stash. So all of those things that you've paid for already that just sit there, we are going to help you use them. We're partnering with you to use the items in your stash that you already have and make amazing layouts with them. And these ephemera pieces, you can use them for the layouts. That's what they're designed for. That's what you use this sheet for. We're going to show you exactly where to put them and how to use them. But if you have other projects in mind, you can create a layout with these, and then you can print another set and do more things. So maybe you want to do a little 4th of July decorations, or maybe you want to create some cards with one of the sets, maybe the Christmas set, the December set. You can do that because you can print these over and over and over again as many times as you want. Once you purchase them for $7.99, they're yours forever. So you can just go to town creating awesome stuff. Lots of people have asked what type of paper we use in our printer. We use 65-pound smooth white cardstock. That's what we use in our printer. It goes through really, really nicely. Some people have said they've used up to 110-pound. It completely depends on your printer. So my best suggestion for you would be to either Google your exact printer and ask, you know, what the thickest cardstock or what the best for printing cardstock would be, or you can head to your local print store. So if you've got an Office Max or you've got a small print shop in your town, you can call them or stop in and ask them what their recommendations are. It's hard for us to give a recommendation because every printer is a little bit different. But what I can tell you is that we have an Epson and an HP. So I have an Epson at home and we have an HP here, and both of them printed out on 65-pound smooth white cardstock, just super. The other option is if you do not want to print them at home, you can, since they're files that will be emailed to you, you can just upload those files to a jump drive, or you can email them to a print shop and you can have them printed at a print shop or anywhere that will print documents for you. Or sometimes, and it depends on your local library, but sometimes the local library will have the ability to print items for you as well for a small fee. So that is another option if you do not want to use your printer or you don't have a printer at home. You can take these files and have them printed for you at any local print shop, Kinko's, any of those sorts of places. Just have them printed on smooth white cardstock, whatever the thickest amount will be or will go through their printers, and you can have it done that way. And if you're hand cutting, so you can just have them print a whole stack of them for you, bring the file home in a folder, and then whenever you're ready to cut, you can just pull them out and hand cut them. Or you can have them cut on your machine. So look at that. So fast. We just went through, I hand cut all of those pieces. They're all cut and ready to go. Now I got started a little bit earlier here. I pulled the items I needed from my stash. I went through this you will need, pulled all of these colors from my stash. I cut them out as well. So now we're just going to assemble this together. So I'm going to move these to the side. We are going to get started. I like to start on one side and go to the other. So we're going to start over here. We have our paper that we have pulled. We're going to start on the top corner and get these placed. This one is very patriotic. Super lovely. All right, we've got our bottom side here. So all of these layouts all of the months are set up kind of similarly. So you'll have a fully cohesive album if you purchase all of them. You'll be able to put them together and put your photos on them and create an album that looks, that works together throughout the whole thing. You will have 2 different sets of ephemera and styles of layout too. So this is the first style. This is one that's really, really nice if you want to get your feet wet and get started, because a lot of the pieces for it are very, very simple to cut, very easy lines, that sort of stuff. So this would be the one that I would start with if I was just getting my feet wet. But also included when you purchase July is this set of ephemera and layout. So you will also be able to create this set. So I would say start with this one, get your feet wet, kind of learn the process, and then you can go on to this one. We'll be putting this one together tomorrow, but when you purchase this for $7.99, you're going to get both. So that is a nice thing to know. We've got our little stars here. We've got our fireworks thing. All right, so we have fireworks. I don't know if you can you read that from down there? We have fireworks right here. That's going to go right down here in this little corner. Ta-da! Got our little stars. Going to put these in here. Now, if I had photos to put in here, which I don't today, but obviously if I had photos, I wouldn't be gluing these parts down yet. I would put my photos on and then glue these over the top. Or if you don't want to glue them on your photos, you can move them around. It's totally up to you. But that is one side, how quickly that one came together. Now we're going to do the other side. So we have our photo mats and our little red, white, and cute card that we've put on some cardstock, and we're just going to use that picture to put them together. So we've got this side over here. Super easy. Now, if I was doing this for to put in my album, I might put a little extra adhesive on here. But since we're going quickly to get it done, just putting a couple of strips, which will hold fairly well. And once I get it in my album, it's not moving. But just for speed, putting a little less than I probably would if I was putting this in my actual album. Is this the cutest thing? I love this so much. Red, white, and cute. That is included in those as well. So you're not going to get any physical things sent to you. These are all products that will be emailed to you, but you're going to use the items that you have in your stash. So I know, because we have heard from so many of you that you've got a lot of stuff in your stash, right? Lots of people have said, oh, I love your products, but I have so much stuff that I have already purchased. I need to use that. And boy, do we get it, because we are exactly the same way. We have lots of stuff in our stash, and anytime that we can use it, it is good. So that is one of the things we were thinking about when we designed these products. We want to be able to offer you what you love, because we know that we're busy people. We've got things going on. So we know that you have loved it when we've given you instruction sheets. We can tell our kits are super popular. Our bundles are super popular, and one of the things that is awesome about them is that you don't have to do the design process. You can just get it and you can create, so you can do it quickly, easily, and very affordably. And this is even better, because not only is it quick, as you just saw, it's very easy, but also extra affordable, because you're going to purchase it one time and you can create infinite layouts with it, because you can print these as many times as you want, over and over, and create layouts. Plus, you are using what you already have in your stash. So you have spent your hard-earned money on those things that are in your craft room or in your craft area. So let's use them, and you can create some awesome things, but we will give you the tools to do that. So this is the sheet that we cut out today. You saw me hand cut that. I just hand cut all of that. Those are the pieces that are on here right now. So this is the sheet. This is the information sheet. You can print out this and take this with the items that you have already compiled in your craft room, and you can create a gorgeous layout in absolutely no time. So the July kit, the July printables, are going to include this and this set. So both sets for $7.99, which is pretty incredible. This is the one we just did today. I will be doing this one tomorrow morning, but you get all of that for $7.99 and you can create just beautiful things. You'll find them here on downmemorylanebox.com. That's where you're going to go. Make sure when you set up your account that you use an email that you're going to check, because that is how you're going to get access to your files. Also, keep that email, because that's how you'll get access to your files in the future as well. And then they are an instant email. So once you purchase them, they will be emailed to you and you can start creating today. You could finish this in the next hour if you wanted to. So downmemorylanebox.com. I'm going to do one more layout for you because that was so fast. We're going to do June. So I have already started some of the June. We're going to put this one together as well so you can see it. For anyone's hopping on a little bit later, we're going to put the June one together so you can see it in action as well. Let me get my background here set up. Okay, so June comes with two sets as well. Here's one set. Okay, that's one set, and here's the second set that also comes with it. This is the one we're going to do today. So we're going to do our June set. I'm going to move our stuff to the side so we can cut it out. Okay, so here we go. We have our June. I have already pulled our background pieces and our photo mats using the instructions here and cut them. So now we're just going to be cutting our printable sheets. So this, obviously, I have printed this already. This is on 65-pound white cardstock. I just printed on our printer, and now I'm going to hand cut it. I like to rough cut these. So I like to just get them into smaller chunks so they're a little bit more manageable. The scissors I'm using here is a very small set. It's called a cutter bee. This is my favorite scrapbooking scissors. It does not matter what kind of scissors you have. Whatever you have available that you like to craft with is fine. If you like to use a larger scissors to get more area in one time, that's perfectly fine. It's completely up to you. This is just my personal favorite, so this is what I got. So you're going to see in a few minutes how very, very easy it is to cut out these pieces. This set is designed, so each month comes with two different sets. This set is designed to be able to cut very, very quickly and easily. It's a lot of straight lines, very, very little curves or complicated pieces. And then the other set is more of an intermediate set. So I would say that this is a great one to start with. When you get both of them, this is a great one to get started with and kind of get your feet wet with it. And then the other one is a nice one as well. And I will be showing you how to hand cut those tomorrow. So join us tomorrow morning live and we'll show the other sets from July and June. They are not hard to cut. They are not hard. I have done many of them here live. You can go back on our Facebook page and see all of those if you're interested in seeing the previous months. But they do take a little bit longer because there's a few more pieces and they're not all totally straight lines. But well worth it because those layouts are beautiful. I'll show you the other June one at the end here because we put one together last week, but we're going to do this one together. So we've got our little sunglasses. Aren't those so cute? Got our little popsicles. Now with these, I like to go right up to the line. But if you want to leave a little bit of white space around them, that is perfectly fine as well. Everything's going to be kind of your prerogative. So whatever works best for you is totally fine. Little tip on cutting these circular parts, because this is probably the most challenging of this page. So a little tip here is to not move your scissor hand. So the best thing I have learned, here we'll cut one out here quick, is to keep that scissors hand stationary. So all you do is slowly close the scissors your other hand is what moves. So you're going to move the paper, not move the scissors, and then you get a much smoother, more controlled cut. And then it's much easier to get a circle or any round spots. So that's just a little tip. It's not that you can't move this scissors hand. Sometimes I move it to meet it a little bit, but it's very, very much easier to keep this hand stationary and move the paper to it to get those nice curves. So we're almost done with the little popsicles. Each one of the month kits has a bunch of little fun things for the season. So we'll look at the previous ones at the end here. You can see all of the previous ones, January through June. But they've all got little seasonal things or holiday things. So like our January one has some little snowflakes. There's lots of different fun things. So this one is June, and it's obviously very excited about summertime. So we've got some really fun colors. We've got lots of fun things. Everything is about bright, fun, beach time, popsicles, all the good stuff. So we're just doing the June one right now. This is one of the 2 Junes that you will receive when you purchase them for $7.99. You'll get the files emailed to you, and then all you need to do is print them out and cut them. So super duper easy. One thing I like to tell everyone, and make sure you hear this because this is important. Some people get really nervous about choosing their own colors and things like that, and I understand that. It is sometimes really challenging to choose colors when you're scrapbooking, but we have made this as easy as possible. So we have created the layout based on colors that work well with the ephemera sheet, but they are designed to utilize whatever you have in your stash. So you do not have to have these exact colors that we have in the picture. This is just a starting point. So when you look at the instructions and it tells you what to pull, it's not going to say any specific color. So like in this case, this color right here is Wave by American Crafts, but we're not going to say you need to have Wave because you don't. All you need to do is have a medium blue color. So that's what you're going to go off of. If you want to use the picture as kind of a tone check, so you can hold it up to your stash and pick a close tone, you can do that. But you also can pick any color you have. These are specifically designed for you to use what you have and to not have to go out and buy a whole bunch of extra stuff. So we want to make it as easy as possible for you to use the things you have. So if you don't have the exact colors, it is completely okay. In fact, even though I designed these, when I pulled colors for them, some of them don't match exactly because I had some scraps in my drawer that I wanted to use and they were similar. It was a medium enough blue that it worked. So you do not have to worry about matching these exact colors. It really is about using what you have. So in this case, in these instructions, it's going to say medium blue, tan, light yellow, dark pink. And so those are just so that you can understand the different types of things you need. So you're going to know you need 2 pinks. You're going to need a lighter one and a darker one. You're going to need 2 yellows, a lighter one and a darker one. But it doesn't matter the exact shades. You can just pull what you've got from your stash. And a lot of times in these as well, you're not going to need a full 12 by 12. So that's another thing, that I have a lot of things in my stash that are kind of cut up. Like I've used a little bit of it, but I still have a chunk of it left. These are also designed to use up some of those pieces. So in this case, you're going to see a couple sheets are 12 by 12. Obviously our backgrounds are 12 by 12, but everything else is less than a 12 by 12. So if you have a little scrap of blue that you can use down there in that section, use it. These are designed to use what you have and to make what you have work, to create something beautiful no matter what you've got in your stash. So when you are creating, just keep that in mind. When you've got your little shopping list to go shop your own stash, make sure you keep that in mind, that it does not have to match perfectly. It just has to have, if you want it to look just like this, it just has to have, you know, 2 different tones, a light and a dark, or a light and a medium. The other thing is, you're welcome to flex your creative muscles and do something totally different. So if you don't have any yellow in your stash, let's just say you don't have any yellow, but you do have some red, and that red looks fantastic, use the red. Swap it for the yellow. There are really no rules here. The point is to make it as easy as possible for you to utilize what you have, to save a bunch of money by being able to purchase once and use a lot of times, and to just make it creatively your own. So we give you a starting point. If you would like to do it exactly, you are welcome to do that. But if you want to deviate at any point, that is also completely okay. And the other nice thing is, since you purchase them once and you can reuse them as many times as you want, if you make a mistake, let's say you make a cut, maybe you accidentally cut in like this, no problem, print them again, no big deal. Maybe you pick some colors that you don't really love. Guess what? Doesn't matter. Or how many times have you put the adhesive on the wrong side? I can count so many times that I have put adhesive on the wrong side of something. Guess what? Doesn't matter. You just go ahead, print them again, and you can keep creating. So I would highly recommend giving these a try. At $7.99, what could you lose, right? You might absolutely love them and be able to save a ton of money in the long run by reprinting these and using what you've already paid for. So check it out. So it's downmemorylanebox.com. Just go there, set up your account. Make sure you use that email you're going to check. I'm going to say that a million times because that's very, very important. Use an email that you're going to check, because that is how you're going to receive your files. Go and check out the printables section by clicking printables, and then purchase. You can do January through December. You can do all of them. You can do a couple of them, whatever you want to do. And then your files will be emailed to you. So you can just go and open up that email, print them out, and start creating. You could do it as we speak. You could have those files and have them printing by the time we're done with this video. That's how fast it is. Look at how cute. I love this. I'm so excited for summertime. We're here in Wisconsin, and I love Wisconsin, but the winters are long, and I am definitely done. It's a little bit of a warmer day today. It's a little bit warmer, which is really nice, but we never know how long that's going to last, you know. I could use a little June in my life. It's kind of nice to come in here and be able to look at bright, fun colors, lots of sunshine, a little bit of ice cream. It's a nice break from the chilly weather. So if you are joining me just now, we just cut out all of these pieces from this sheet that we printed. We just hand cut all of those. We are now putting them together. So we've got our our photo mats here that I've already started. So you can see here, it's maybe a little bit challenging to see, but like these colors are not the same. This green in here is much, much darker, but I had a great green that I loved, and so I just used it. So that's what I mean by you don't have to match it exactly. You just need 2 different colors of green. So I have 2 different colors of green. I wanted to use it, so I did. And guess what? It looks amazing. So this is a fabulous way to use your stash, but not have to do all the work of figuring out what to do with it. You just print them out, print these lovelies out, and get going. So here's our summertime. I'm going to trim down that blue a little bit. I think I like it a little better with just the white, so you can leave the blue on there if you want to. I'm going to trim that down because I like the contrast. So we're going to the blue out. Got this gorgeous bright orange behind it, so I really like the idea of the white, that stark white on the bright orange. It makes it a little bit, makes the contrast a little bit more. There we go. I love that too, Lori. She said, I love the printables, and I also like the choice of my own cardstock. That is seriously one of the best parts. So, I mean, I think truly the absolute best part is how inexpensive they are, right? And you get to use them over and over and over. But definitely being able to use things in my stash, that is a huge bonus. So yeah, I 100% love these. We are super excited about them. We love how many of you have jumped in and tried them. That is so fantastic. We've gotten lovely feedback from people that they're easy to use. They're super, it's nice to be able to use, like Lori said, use items in your stash that you already have. It's very exciting. But we also love to spend a little bit of time with you guys. And so we thought, hey, if we can show you these in action, it might be even more fun. So here we go. We've got our, this is ice cream. The yellow one down here says sunny days. I don't know if you can see that from the distance, but look at that. Isn't that so fun? Just want to chomp into that. We've got some little popsicles. Man, I can't wait for popsicle weather. And again, this is a starting point. So if you don't want to put your popsicles right on the photo mat, spread them out. Put them in different spots. You can put a little set of 3 right here. There's so many different things that you can do to make this your own. But if you just want quick and easy, you can just follow the guide and make a gorgeous layout. Isn't that lovely? So excited about these. So our June set is right here. So that is June. I want to show you our July one more time if you missed the beginning. So here is our July that we did today. Tomorrow we'll be doing the other set that is included in the July files. But for today, this is what we did. We took this one and created this layout. And then tomorrow we'll be doing the other layout as well. So you can see all of that. But that is our fabulous July set. We also have more that has been completed here. So here's the other June one. Okay, that's the other June set. We did that last week. Isn't that super cute? I'm going to show you all of the ones that we've done because we have done all the way through part of July. So here we go. Backwards. There we go. So there's May, one of the May. Here's the second set for May. So both instruction sheets and ephemera are included in the $7.99 price. So all you need to do is, so when you purchase the April one, you're going to get the instruction sheets and the ephemera for both of these layouts. Then you just pull your paper and do it. Here we have March. March. Here's the second set for March. We have a set for February. So cute, right? Here's the second set for February. And we have January. There we go. There's one. And there's the second set. So we have done January through July. Isn't that amazing? We hand cut all of them. If you are looking for videos on the other ones that we've done, you can head back to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel to watch the previous ones. This is the one that we did today for July. Tomorrow we will be doing the other set of July and the other set of June. So if you want to see how this set is done, I'll be cutting those out and putting it together as well. But check them out. Please check these out on downmemorylanebox.com. You will see all the ephemera you're going to get. You will also see all the sets of the layouts that you can create. But check them out right here, downmemorylanebox.com. When you purchase them for $7.99, you'll get the files for all of these that you can print as many times as you want. Create infinite layouts. It's all about quick, easy, and affordable. All right, guys, that's it for me this morning. I will be on this afternoon for our regular live sale, so join us on our Facebook page or on our app. And then tomorrow morning, I'll be hopping on to do the other June and July set, so join me then. All right, thanks, everyone. Have a good morning. Bye.